Would you like some breakfast? For breakfast, we're having Cheerios, cherry, Cheerio, H being silent, Curio, for Mercury, information. First thing in the morning to start your day, when you do start your day, is it starts off with information. How much do you know? How much information can you acquire? And what about Fruit Loops? And what about the beat software called Fruity Loops? These two things are universal too, because you get caught up in a fruit loop. Each loop that you end up in, each repeating cycle, each repeating circumstance, each deja vu centers on a different chakra, perhaps. So one Fruit Loop could be red, one Fruit Loop could be blue. Each of these Fruit Loops are also Fruity Loops because it's the music of the spheres. It's the tone and the dance to life. And you got to know how to move, when to step. Parts of your life might do the cha-cha. Some parts of your life might be a slow grind, might be a slow dance. And you got to be patient and be able to move side to side for a very long time, going from left to right, working with two options until the rest of the floor opens up for you. It's almost like a basketball player doing layups before he get his jumper together. So that's breakfast. Pancakes, the cakes of Pan. Who is Pan? The one who plays the panpipes. Be careful for him because he'll flatten your cake. Your cake, you want your cake to rise. You don't want your money to be flat. You want your cake to rise. But look out for Pan, because Pan will include everybody. He pans. He doesn't look straight ahead. He pans. Be careful of him. And your toast better be French. You got to be able to know how to speak smoothly. As a matter of fact, according to the International Gazette, recorded in 2015 and 2016 or so, French is the most widely spoken language on the planet. It is not English. Your toast, your bread better be French when it comes to a certain kind of spiritual currency that's steeped in language, human language. You got syrup to make things sweet. You got syrup to pour on things to make life sweeter. When you're bitter, you might need to put a little bit of syrup in your day, a little bit of syrup on your journey. When this thing gets mundane and you tired of going through the same old, over and over, don't feel like you're getting anywhere, don't worry. There's some syrup in there. There's some syrup on that. There's some syrup on those things. You got your eggs too. You're always thinking about birth, getting ready to give birth to something. Thinking about an egg, always getting ready to scramble something, always getting ready to fry something. What are you cooking? You're always cooking. We're always cooking something. Thoughts are being cooked up. So that's the egg. And our thoughts scramble. We have to stir that thing up and we have to whip up our own thoughts into something that is tangible and something that is more like a meal. One of the cereal brands is called General Mills. So Mills in general, not just the hand mill where the cereal is grounded into grain, but the general meal. This is a meal for everybody. This is generalization. This is a meal that anybody can take part in. This is a banquet that's spread for the entire universe. Anybody can come and eat. This is the Nag Hammadi Library. We're on Earth, baby. We're in the simulation. We're on the computer. This is breakfast right here that we're having. What do you need? And who is breakfast? And what's over breakfast? Siri, cereal, Ceres, Ceres, the god of the grain. The one that teaches you to break fast. Don't break slow. You got to move quick to get out of this thing, because those riptides and the currents of popular opinion and all of the deceptions can get you swept along, but you got to break fast. You got to shake yourself off. It's going to require some momentum. That's going to require some speed. You can't just move slow. You have to move with some zest. You have to have some pep in your step. You got to be able to break fast. If you try to break too slow, you may not break at all. And when you're starting off a race, it may not be about the fastest. It may not be about the strongest, but still you got to run it. It's not a race that you're going to walk. So you do have to break fast. If you break slow, you'll be walking. If you break slow, you'll be jogging. You won't have enough momentum to get your project and get your vision off the ground. This is breakfast. This is how you start your day. This is what you do before your day even decides to take hold and take shape. You just mold it. You're breaking fast. You're having breakfast. You're breaking fast. You might be on a fast that you break. You break fast. You go from one meal to another meal. You go from a breaking of a fast. Your spiritual fast may be over. Your day of going without and going with lack and dealing with scarcity and dealing with having to sacrifice, those days may be over. You may be breaking fast. You might break fast. You might be entering abundance now. So the whole idea of where you were lacking, that whole treaty might be broken, where you may have agreed to deal with lack and scarcity and deal with fear and poverty. That fast is broken. So now, see, you're having breakfast. This is the first meal of the day. This is how you start your day. Start it off with a nice big old glass of gratitude and a nice side of ambition. Gratitude and ambition are two lovely pairs to have together. You want to have these two together because you have the gratitude for what you have, and then you have the motivation to get more of what you're thankful for. And as an expression of being thankful, you're going to be more focused and be more involved in what it is that you're involved in. So that's breakfast, the breakfast of champions, because you came here to win, no matter who says you were built to lose.